Take two. Three? Take three. Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Aiyana and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you've never seen my face before. So in this video I wanted to do a little tattoo history. Well, not history, but my history kind of behind my tattoos, and also I wanted to do piercings because that seems to be something that people have a lot of questions about, so I'm going to get right into it. To start off, I should probably say that I have 5 piercings and 8 tattoos, so I'm just gonna kind of get into like the pain rating and just, you know, my little meaning behind my tattoos and things like that. I'll start with piercings first. The first piercing I got was my first low piercing, which this big hoochie mama hoop is in. I don't actually remember getting this piercing done. I was a baby when I got my first piercing. Probably like when babies are allowed to get their first piercing, that's probably when I got mine. The second piercing I got was my second lobe piercing, and I was probably like a junior in high school when I got it. And honestly, I think I had anticipated the pain to be a lot worse than what it was. I got my piercing done at like a piercing pagoda or something, like in the middle of the mall. I had been begging my parents to get my second hole done for the longest time, and so they finally agreed, took me to the mall, and I was like, hold my hand, and they're like, no, you wanted to get this done, you're gonna tough it out by yourself. The lady went ahead and did my second piercing, and I was like, oh, that's it? I'd probably say the pain was like a 3 out of 10. The third piercing I got was my cartilage piercing at the top. I think I got this one right after high school, or like sometime in there. I was working at Claire's and our discount was like A1. So I had asked my manager to do it for me because I didn't want anyone else doing it, even though I worked as a piercer as well. It was just a lot. I feel like I had anticipated the pain to be a lot worse with this one too. It was mainly just more sore than anything. Like the initial like gun did not hurt at all, and I had done my manager's cartilage right before she did my cartilage, so she could tell me, you know, if it hurt or not. She didn't care. She was like the best manager I've ever had. So I would probably rate this one maybe like a 4 or 5 on a pain scale, because I mean it was like really sore, and I think this is actually the side that I sleep on, so it was really kind of like uncomfortable for a little while. But other than that, like the initial piercing did not hurt at all to me. So when I went to go get my nose pierced, it wasn't anything crazy. Like I said, I was just going through a breakup, and I felt like I just needed something. I needed to try something different. I needed to do something different. I needed to alter myself a little bit. I was a little bit nervous because it was my first piercing that was on my face and not on my ears or anything like that. It was my first facial piercing, but I would say it was like a 7 out of 10, just because it's like on your nose, and then you see this giant needle going through your face, and your eyes start watering a lot because it's like right by your face, and it's kind of like a shock. The next one I think I got was my belly button, and I actually got this one done in Brooklyn because I really wanted to get it done. My cousin Bianca actually went with me to get it done. It was probably like an 8 out of 10. It did hurt, but it went by really fast. Kind of feels like someone stabbing your stomach. And with your belly button, I don't remember mine ever being like really sore like my nose or anything like that. The last piercing that I got was probably my tragus, which was my tragus because I don't have any other piercings. So my tragus, I think I had another breakup or something like that, and I just wanted to get something done. I went to a tattoo shop with my friend, and I knew it was gonna hurt, but I didn't know it was gonna hurt like it did. I'd probably say this one's like another 7. When they poke you, because it's such a thick piece of like tissue and cartilage, and it's, I don't know, you can hear it kind of, you can hear this one pop for sure. Mine bled quite a bit. I think I'm done with piercings for a while because I don't know what else I would want to get pierced besides like another something on my ear, but I don't know. Now on to tattoos. The first one I got is this one on my back here. It's in Arabic and it means do good and good will come to you, and I feel like that is just something good to live by. I actually went to a shop in El Paso. My mom wanted to be there when I got my first tattoo. I waited a long time for you know, so she can be there. I didn't want to take that away from her if that was her one request. That one didn't hurt at all. I feel like it was like a 3 or something on the pain scale. The second tattoo I got was this one right here. It's actually a mandala. A lot of people think that it's like a flower or something like that. Well, it kind of has like a floral type of vibe to it. A mandala is a spiritual symbol that they use in like Hinduism and Buddhism, and it's just a symbol of the universe. I originally wanted it on the front of my shoulder and not the side, but when I got it done, the guy was like the placement would be so much better if it was on your actual shoulder, because there was a little bit of shading. I'd say this one was like a 5 or 6. I think I'm just gonna go over the ones on my ribs because they all happened at separate times, but they're all in the same place. These right here are all death dates, and my mom actually told me when I was about to get my very last one here, my mom actually told me that this is like not good to have on your body, to have someone's death date on you, but I had already gotten the first 2, so why not finish my list? These are women that have made an impact in my life in some way, in a major way. The first one is my abuelita. The second one is my titi, or my aunt. The last one is my mama, which is my great-grandmother on my mom's side. They raised me to be the person that I am, and I felt like I wanted to honor them in some way. But I would say my ribs, since these are so small, I didn't have time to actually like feel any kind of pain or anything, so I'd say maybe like a 6, just because it was on a rib, so they're a little bit more sensitive. The next one I got is on my thigh. I think I'll just insert a picture because I'm wearing pants and my window's open. It is Islamic calligraphy. I went through a period of time where I did practice Islam. I just really liked how it turned out. That one I would say did not hurt at all, like because it's on my thigh. It's like a big piece of meat. I have 2 more. The second to last is my wrist, which is henna. I just love henna. I just love the look of henna. I've always wanted, you know, like the temporary henna, but then I thought, why not? Why not make it permanent? The only thing I would say about this tattoo that I don't like is if I hold out my arm flat, because he did my tattoo flat like this. If I hold out my arm like this, it's centered, it's centered with my middle finger, all of that, it's great. But then when I turn my arm like this, I'm like, ugh, like why? I should have practiced it both ways when he put the stencil on me. How many times am I gonna be like this? Like, honestly. This one, pain probably like a 7, and I'm only saying that because when he got to shading down here, I was like, all right man, you're gonna have to hurry up. Like, it was bleeding quite a bit, and it was just like starting to get really sore because he had to keep going over certain spots, and I was like, all right. The last tattoo that I have that's actually the most recent is the one on my neck. I don't know if you can see with my hopes, but it's actually in Sanskrit, and it means everything happens for a reason, and that's something that I have to learn to live by, because I'm always dwelling on certain things and feeling like, you know, certain things aren't working out because of this and because of that. and this is just a reminder that everything that's happening to me is happening for a reason, and something better is to come. I would say pain for that one, but it's a really small tattoo, and even though it's on my neck, the guy that actually did it, he was like, "You're very brave to get a tattoo on your neck." And I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "Because they hurt." I'm like, this one, not too bad. I'd say probably like a 4, 5. I'd say 5 max. That's all of my tattoos that I have. I do plan on getting more. I don't know about piercings though. I don't have anywhere else that I'd want to be pierced at. If you have any more questions about anything, please leave them down in the comment section down below, or video suggestions, because I need those. Subscribe, because why not? And follow me on all my social medias. I'll leave them down below and at the end slate at the end of this video. I'll see you next week.